Today we're going to be making stir-fry rice something. Not exactly sure what's going to happen at the moment, but let's see what happens as we crack on. So I've got some boiled rice here, which is left over from yesterday. Some peas, frozen peas, which I'll throw in. Bit of sweet corn, peppers, a few chilies, carrot or two, some onions. Probably add more than that. Coriander and some corn pieces. You can use soya, you can use whatever you want really. Those are the main ingredients, and I've got some green onion tops, chives kind of thing, those things. I'll throw those in as well. The first thing to do is to marinate the corn pieces into something. This will probably be a vegan recipe. In fact, it will be a vegan recipe. So a vegan vegetarian recipe. Let's see what we can do with it. So this is the marinade that I've made. Apologies for my fingers going in all the time into the lens, but there we go. So this is made up of soy sauce. Then I've added some olive oil, salt, pepper, bit of peanut butter, a bit of mustard, bit of sweet chili sauce. What else did I put in here? I think that's about it really. Oh, a bit of tamarind sauce and a little bit of honey, just to give it a bit of sweetness. So I'm just going to put this marinade, or put these corn pieces in here, and then just give them a bit of a mix to stir them up a bit and mix everything up. Let it marinate nicely whilst I do the rest of the bits and bobsies. That's a technical term, by the way, bits and bobsies. For those of you that don't understand bits and bobsies, it means you do a bit of this and bob around with a bit of that. Okay, so here we go. I've chopped the vegetables up, so we've got some chopped onions, garlic, chilies, green and dried red, the onion chives, peppers, these are sweet peppers, radish, carrots, sweet corn, which I earlier chopped and put in a tin and then packed it and then bought it in the shop, frozen peas. Here's the marinated corn. I explained what I did in that earlier. So it's basically just a marinade of whatever you like really. And then in the pan here, at the moment I've got dry spices, so I've just got cumin. The pan's not on, by the way, just in case you're wondering. A cinnamon stick, so I've got lots of cumin in here. About a teaspoonful worth, I suppose, a bit of a cinnamon stick in there. And the idea is that I'll heat these up a little bit, so just to release the oils in the cumin. Then I'll put in some vegetable oil. You can use any vegetable oil of choice. Sesame works really well, peanut does as well. Whatever oil you want, you could use olive oil, I suppose, if you wanted to. And then once I've added the oil and it starts spitting a little bit, I'll add the onions to stir fry them quite quickly, just to get a bit of colour on them. I don't want them to be like a burger van onions, so just to get a bit of colour on them, I'll throw in the chilies, I'll throw in the chili and the garlic. I haven't got any fresh ginger, unfortunately, so I'll put some ginger powder in at a later date. And then I'll throw the hard vegetables in first, so the radish and the sweet corn. Let them cook a bit with the peas, sweet corn peas, and also the corn pieces. Let them all cook around a bit. Get the corn cooked in particular quite nicely. I might add a little bit of moisture. Let's see what happens. And then most of the other ingredients are just flavourings, like a bit of soy sauce. I'll probably throw in some sesame seeds as well in there. Bit of salt, bit of pepper, and we're kind of there really. That's about it. Don't really need to add much. The idea for this recipe is just to use up what we have in the fridge lying around. So that's what we had. And that's what I'm using up. Okay, so I've put the gas on, well, I put the electric on. So these are heating up. They'll be quite slow, so there's no point you watching a few seeds popping around. So I'll catch you in a bit. So I added in some sesame seeds as well, and just to toast them off a bit, because I think it tastes better that way. You don't need to, you can add them at the end if you want, it's up to you. This is just the way I'm doing it. Notice that the cinnamon bark has unfolded itself a little bit. It certainly smells lovely. Now I'm just going to add a bit of vegetable oil. As I said, you can add a bit of oil of your choice. It seems a lot, but it's really only a couple of it's about a tablespoon and a bit, I think. Let that pop around a bit, and then I'll add the onions, carrots and everything else. Basic order of things is hard vegetables, onions, then hard vegetables first with the corn, and then let them cook a bit, and then start adding the next hard and next, and then end up with the rice and the chives and a bit of coriander, and season as you go along. Okay, so oil's still not hot enough. Let it all cook a bit, then I'll add the onions. So it's just about ready for me to add the onions. So here we go. Ah, nice sizzle, yes. That's what you want, a bit of a sizzle. It's a very quick recipe, and it uses up all leftover veg that you might have lying around in the fridge and wondering what to do. Or if you're like us, trying to figure out what to cook today, but you've got leftover rice and not much else, so this is a quick recipe. It's quite healthy as well. It's a vegan, vegetarian recipe. I have to say both vegan and vegetarian, because some people don't understand that vegans and vegetarians are basically the same thing, except vegans don't eat dairy products or eggs. Right, so the onions are just sweating in there a little bit. Next to go in will be the garlic, chilies, carrots, radishes and the corn pieces. Right, so you can see that the onions are just starting to take on a little bit of translucency. Time to add the rest of the bits and bobs. So just bear with me while I put the video down a bit. So here we go. I've added the chili and the garlic. I'm just going to add the carrots and the radishes. All gone in there. Put those in the sink. Give that a quick stir. For a couple of minutes. Then I'll add the corn pieces. Just chuck them in. They're going to get cooked anyway. Right, I'll have to put my phone down while I do the scraping of that. Do that in a minute. Throw some peas in. Good, all peas in. Throw a bit of sweet corn in. As you can see, I'm using technical terms like a bit here, a bit there, kind of thing. Bunging it in, giving it all a bit of a stir up. Nice smells coming out. Even if I say so myself. Right. I think what I'll do now is I'll add some spices or some flavourings to this. And then I'll start adding the rice and things like that. So, it's a very quick video actually. It's a very quick recipe. I'm just making it up as I go along. Well, why not? Got nothing else to do today. Catch you in a... So here we go. You can see it cooking nicely and hear it as well. Nice sizzle. Right, so this has been cooking now for about 4 minutes, I suppose, 4 or 5 minutes. I wasn't checking on the time. As I say, I'm making it up as I go along. The corn pieces I think are done, kind of cooked. Let's just check one, if I can get one out. Oh, to get a fork. There we go. Oh no, I can use one of these. Right. Because they were frozen, I'm just making sure that it's cooked correctly and warm inside. Oh, lovely. Really lovely. Oh, wow. Pleased with that. Yeah. Highly recommended. Right. Rice is going in next. And then the peppers on top. And the chilies on top. And then after that it's just a bit of herbs. So some of the chives, some coriander, and we're done. So I've added the rice. Giving it a quick stir. I added a little bit of water. Not much. Probably about 3 or 4 tablespoonfuls worth of water. Simply because this is rice which we made yesterday and it was in the fridge, so it's probably a little bit dehydrated. But anyway, it's got just a little bit of moisture in there to loosen everything up. And I'll just let that cook for a couple of minutes, then I'll add the peppers in. In fact, no, I'll add the peppers in now. Chuck them in. There you go. Chuck the peppers in. I'm also throwing in some little bit of, supposed to be hot chili, red chili, but they're actually just peppers. They're not hot at all. Not at all. This is Scotland. You don't get hot peppers here. Right, nice colours though. Okay, let that cook a bit. Then all I've got to do is add the chives, add a bit of coriander, and then eat. So, time to add the chives. There they go. All in there. Add a few more that's sticking to the pot. Not the pot, the bowl. The bowl. Throw some coriander in. There we go. Give it a quick stir. Lovely colours. And it tastes really nice. You've got to try this. Okay. Switch everything off. So, what have we got in here? We've got leftover rice. We've got some corn pieces which were in the freezer. Some frozen peas. Bit of sweet corn kernels in there. Then just really an onion diced up. Garlic. Chilies, red and green, diced up. Some peppers, some radish. A carrot. What else have we got? And then we've just got a marinade of the corn. The corn marinade was very simple. You could use soya pieces if you wanted to, corn or whatever. I suppose if you're eating meat, you can use some meat of your choice. But this is really healthy. I don't know why you'd want to eat meat afterwards anyway. But that's up to you. We don't judge. Right. So the marinade was very simple. It was just in a little bowl. Throw some soy sauce, a little bit of vegetable oil. I used olive oil. Some peanut butter, probably about a tablespoonful of peanut butter. Bit of salt, bit of pepper. Tamarind sauce, a bit of sweet chili sauce. What else do I have? Bit of salt, bit of pepper, some cumin powder, and that's about it really. Just mix it. Oh, a little bit of mustard as well. Just mix it up, and some lemon juice, and just let it marinate for about 20 minutes or so while you prepare the rest of the vegetables. And that was it really. It's lovely, and it tastes really nice now. So from nothing almost, we've created something which is very tasty, very healthy, and done in about less than half an hour really. Okay, enjoy yourselves, stay happy, and thank you for the channel, for coming to the channel. If you like what you see, subscribe, give us a like, give us some comments. Thank you very much. Try and get a bit of everything. Not always possible, but there we go. Wow. Very tasty. Do try this. Okay, enjoy yourselves.